let's go ahead and get started, and we're going to go ahead and make this wheel right here. So what it looks like, this is the tire part. Let's go ahead and create this. Let's go to File, New, Part, OK. Always remember that while working with these Legos, we're creating it in millimeters, so change it to millimeters. Make sure this is down here. Alright, let's go ahead and get started, and we're going to go ahead and sketch on the front plane. So go to Sketch, Front Plane. You don't have to turn on your planes. We're going to draw two circles, so make sure that you're following this center right here. It's very important. If you don't follow this, it's going to be messed up. Alright, and then draw another circle that's much bigger. Okay, let's go ahead and add a dimension. Go to Smart Dimension, add a dimension to the middle one. The middle one will be 10, and the outside circle will be 18. Alright, now that we have all this, let's go to Features, Extrude, and we're going to go ahead and extrude it 10 millimeters. Hit check. Good. Now that we have the wheel part, we're going to go ahead and add the little chamfer that goes here. So in the chamfer, you're going to go to the fillet tool. You're going to click underneath it, and you're going to click on the chamfer. So for the chamfer, we need to select an edge. So we want this edge right here. Okay. If you don't see anything, go ahead and change the dimensions here. The chamfer should be 2 millimeters. Hit 2. If you don't see anything, maybe there's a no preview. You change it to full preview. You should see something like this. Once it's correct, hit the check button, and we've done the chamfer on it. Good. Now let's go ahead and add the cuts that are in the wheel, which I think is the last part. But before we do that, we need a point of axis. And what I mean by that is, I'm going to cut one thing here, but it needs to keep doing it all the way around. So in order to do that, we need to go into Features, go all the way to the end, and you see this Reference Geometry. Just go ahead and click a reference, and we're going to select an axis. Okay, now we need to select planes. So in order to select a plane, you have to go to this little corner. You see this little black arrow here. Click on it, and it's going to give you a little drop down. You need to select two planes. We're going to select the top plane, and we're going to select the right plane. Okay, you can kind of see that there's already an axis happening here. Okay, once you see that, hit the check button, and you've created an axis. This is going to help us cut all the little grooves without having to cut them all at once. Like, we don't have to do it all. The computer will do it. All right, let's click on this surface right here, this surface, and go normal to. All right, now go to Sketch, Sketch, all right, and we're going to go ahead and add a sketch. Click on this plane. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and add a center rectangle, and we're going to add it right here. You see how it's making this little line right here? That's very important. So make sure it makes that little line. Where it does, go ahead and click and drag down. You don't have to drag it all the way down. Just drag it. It needs to pass this circle and this circle. So just that much. Okay. Now go into your Smart Dimension. Just add a dimension in the bottom. This dimension will be 1. Okay. And then from here, from this point or the line to the center of the axis, it needs to be, this number needs to be 7.5. Okay. Now you see that it's not centered like we wanted it. It's okay. Let's go ahead and go into the line tool. But we're not going to click on the line this time. I'm going to click on the center, on the little arrow. Click on the center line tool. This center line tool, you're going to click on the center of this rectangle. Okay, right here. Okay, you're going to have this line that's dangling. And now you're going to go to the axis. Okay. Now hit Escape twice and select this line. Once you select it, it's going to be orange or blue. Okay, select it and go to the vertical. Make it vertical. Okay, what that's going to do is that this line, you don't have to worry about it. the only thing that the program is using is this rectangle. Okay. All right, good. Now that you have this, let's go into features, and we're going to use a command called cut. Okay. Now that we have the cut command, you're going to select through all. Okay. And then that's going to do is cut through all the tire. Hit check, and then you have one cut. Good. So now we're going to go in and go into a thing called inside linear pattern. Don't click here. You're going to click the little arrow and click on circular pattern. Okay. For this box, click on the box. You're going to select the axis. Okay. All right. For this, the features to mirror, you're going to select in here. Select this space right here. Okay. What it's doing 9 of them. Okay? What we want is more than 9. So in order to add more, delete the 9 and type in 27. Hit enter, and then hit the check button. If you don't see a preview, hit the full preview button here. If you don't see anything coming up, full preview, and hit the check button. And now we finish the tire. Okay. Let's go ahead and save this as part 8 and then hit save. And that's it. Thank you.